Netflix Willy Wonka. How absurd.
With Taika Waititi too. Have they not learned?
Arrested for a sequel no one wanted or needs.
Why bother watching when the original still succeeds? You may have heard of this, you may not have.
And you're going to wish, if you have heard about it or you haven't, and you hear about it now, you're going to wish you hadn't.
So, you're welcome, and my condolences to your sanity. There is now going to be a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
The name of it is Charlie versus the Chocolate Factory.
Because Willy Wonka gets arrested for child abuse for what he did.
Yes. This is, wait. I want to stop you. No, this is not a late April Fool's joke. This is actually a thing.
This is actually a thing that Netflix is doing. But what I find interesting is that he's the only one he's getting sued for was the one who got turned into a blueberry. What about the other four kids?
Let's read here, because if you guys thought this was bad enough, we're also getting Taika Waititi, who's going to be voicing Willy Wonka in this animated thing. So let's get into it, honey. Do you want to read what is on screen?
Sure. Charlie versus the Chocolate Factory tells a new story set years after Wonka's infamous golden ticket contest. Indeed, Wonka has just returned to his factory following a stint behind bars for turning a child into a blueberry, as seen in the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory book and film.
I love how... Wait. Before we get to...
Literally just a blueberry child. What about the kid who got stuck in a tube? The one who got shrunk and then stretched out? And the one who fell into a chute of garbage?
How about the fact that he's enslaved all the Oompa Loompas to work for him?
I thought he paid them in cocoa beans. Or was that the second
I don't
movie?
know.
That was the Johnny Depp
weird.
Movie. It was the Johnny Depp movie that they got paid in cocoa beans.
Like, we don't need I'll be honest, we didn't even really need the Johnny Depp version, but it was okay.
Yeah. It was very colorful and very Tim Burton. And the synopsis is as follows. Having served his time, Wonka returns to his factory determined to add a little sweetness to a bitter world, reads an official blurb. But one thing stands in his way. Teenager Charlie Paley, Connor, and his friends, facing eviction, this next generation of, quote, rotten kids plot to break into the factory, nab a priceless Wonka bar, and save their homes. But like many before them who enter the fantastical world of the factory, these kids are in for a bit more than they can chew. So we're supposed to root for delinquents?
So let me ask. I'm very confused. So wait, I'm trying to understand. I just realized something that doesn't compute.
What?
So the original is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and obviously this is occurring afterwards. But one thing stands in his way: teenager Charlie. So is it the same Charlie?
I don't know.
You think he learned his lesson from the first time?
No, the actual Charlie is Charlie Bucket, I thought.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Charlie Paley's the actor?
I don't know, but this is ridiculous. Why? First off, okay, so let's say it is Charlie Paley. That's the name of. Let's say it's the actor. Then why is it called Charlie versus the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, it makes it sound like it's a lawsuit. Honestly,
no, but wait. Think about it. Charlie maybe it is a lawsuit, but then wouldn't it be versus Charlie? Wouldn't it be funny if
it would be versus Violet Beauregard, because she's the one who they're saying he got arrested for.
Beauregard versus the Chocolate Factory.
I guess it doesn't have as nice of a ring to it.
I guess they didn't have a Beauregard for it. Ha ha ha. Yeah. No.
Do they? I mean, this is actually the opening synopsis for Don't Breathe, where a bunch of delinquents...
This is the opening synopsis for Garbage.
Yes, it's also it's reminding me of the opening for Don't Breathe, where a bunch of delinquents are stealing money from rich people, and the last home they break into is that of an ex-military blind guy.
Do they all die?
Yes.
So are they? So in other words,
except the girl. Except the girl, obviously.
Of course, the girl. How much do you want to bet this is going to be a thing where the kids are fighting the patriarchy or something stupid? Like, who cares? Who cares? What even is this?
Trash.
Who said you know what? Let's make a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that's not canon. And you know what? Let's be even more annoying. Let's get Taika Waititi to be the voice of of Willy Wonka.
You want to know who said that? Netflix, clearly.
Netflix, I want to pick you up and shake you. You do things like, and I know people don't like this necessarily, but they do things like Netflix One Piece, which was pretty good for what it was. I know people don't like it. Humor me, okay? But the point is that, like, they do some things that are really, really good, and then they do this, and it's just like, this is garbage. Will you consume our trash?
No. Who am I supposed to be rooting for in this movie? And why does the background of the place look so modern?
Because it's gonna be
he's in like the 80s or something. I don't know.
Honey, he's saying that he's determined to add a little sweetness to a bitter world. So now ex-con Willy Wonka comes to go bitter, to spread sweetness to a bitter world.
Willy Wonka would never have actually gotten arrested.
Ex-con Willy Wonka.
Why?
And here's my question.
But that ruins his whole brand. If he gets arrested, no one's going to buy his candy ever again.
Also, why are they breaking in to nab a priceless Wonka bar if I'm assuming they sell them to make money?
I don't know. Maybe it's a Wonka bar that's never been released.
The whole point of let's go back to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, let's go back to that for a minute. Okay, the whole point and the whole thing is that he's poor. He gets the golden ticket, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes in, and the idea is he's getting free chocolate and stuff like that. That's the whole point. It gets him like a tour of the factory, and at the end, right? Mm-hmm. Charlie takes it over. So what happened to Charlie? Did he just die?
Yeah, Charlie ends up becoming Wonka's successor. The whole point of the contest was for him to find a successor to take over the factory.
Before the glass elevator malfunctioned and it shot him into space or something.
Oh, that would be funny.
Can we have the glass elevator malfunction and shoot Netflix into space?
Oh, that would be nice too. And all the stupid people. Can we take all the stupid people into space too and just leave them there?
I'm sorry. Like, you might think that we're making a big deal out of nothing, but like, who in the world thought this was a good idea? Like, I'm reading this plot and it just sounds generic.
Netflix thought of this. Like I said, this is the plot. This is basically the plot of Don't Breathe.
Oh, God. My brain kept with that idea what happened to Charlie.
Uh-oh, what?
The reason Wonka is behind bars is not just because he turned a child into a blueberry. It's because Violet Beauregard ended up eating Charlie. She turned into a giant blueberry and ate him.
Yeah.
And yes, I know that they're facing eviction. Yes, we're facing eviction. Should we rob a bank? Should we get jobs? Nah, let's go rob a chocolate place for chocolate bars. I'm sure that'll help.
Yeah, after the person in charge of it gets arrested and his company goes under because he's not there to run it, and the stock goes down and all of his customers leave him, which is what realistically would happen.
No, you know what this is? I'm looking at this, and you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that god-awful Addams Family animated thing. Like, it's like Wonka's factory. Everything around it's like drab. You must assimilate, Wonka. You're too weird.
Oh, don't remind me. We never speak of that movie, honey. We never speak of it.
I just spoke of it. I'll ruin your chocolate factory in a minute, baby.
Ugh.
Share with your crew, escape life's hell. From spooky memes to advice obscure, here's your dark solace of humor as a cure.